Hey everybody, Wicked Gaming here, and today we're going to continue our tutorial series on round towers with winding spiral staircases. And we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to do a rather plain looking tower like that over there. We're going to shoot for something like this. And with that tower over there in the distance, it was an internal staircase. This one here is using an external staircase. There's no internal staircase inside that tower. And there's really two reasons why I like this design. Number one, with the external staircase, it opens up more floor space inside the tower. And number two, it looks more interesting from the exterior. This design over here, like I said, it's rather plain. It's just a round tower. This tower with this external staircase it just looks more interesting. It's more of a kind of a gothic look to it. It's almost as if the staircase outside is helping support the structure. And you see things like this in a lot of medieval architecture, what they call the Gothic type of architecture, where you have external buttressing on the outside, and that's why they did that in the Middle Ages. The old stonemasons, they put basically the supporting members of a building on the outside of the building, and it was the same reason back then. It made the building look more interesting from the outside, and it opened up a lot of floor space. And you see that in a lot of old Gothic cathedrals and things of that sort. So yeah, let's just jump right in to building this thing. So just like in other videos, we're going to start with the center part of our tower. And this time we're on not completely flat surface, so we're going to raise up the foundation pieces a bit. And to do that, you just hold down the left shift key and then use your mouse wheel to scroll up or down, and that will raise or lower your foundation pieces. And you will see basically in the top right of the screen this pattern here that starts out the hexagons, the central hexagon for a round tower. And then after that, you're going to put the square foundation pieces on each side of the hexagon. And then finally, you're going to fill it in. What's remaining, you fill that in with triangle foundation pieces. That gives you the basic floor plan for the tower. So the next phase, you have to decide where you're going to place the door. And for reasons that will become apparent shortly, you're going to want to put the door right here on a on a triangle foundation piece. And then you're going to put a square foundation piece in here. And above this, you're going to have the stairs. But let's go ahead and fill out the rest of this. Like you see in the top right of your screen, what we're shooting for here. We're going to put 3 of these triangle pieces after the square piece. And basically on the block that I'm standing on now, that's where you're going to have a stair piece. And then above these triangular pieces, you're going to have triangular wedge pieces on top that will give a walkway to go across to where you're going to place the next stair piece above this foundation square block. And so on. And you're just going to go all the way around the tower, repeating that pattern. So on the top right of the screen, you see the basic layout that we have here. Above every square piece, that's where you're going to put a stair piece. So now for the next phase of this tower floor plan, we're going to add the pieces for the balconies on the side of the towers. And what you need to do, you'll see in the top right of your screen, basically the top-down projection. We're going to add a square foundation piece here, 2 triangle pieces above and below that. And then you're going to do the same thing opposite of the tower over here. Now this is a little bit smaller. Oop, I messed up there. We need to delete that one. Just need 2 above and below the square piece. This is going to be a little bit smaller balcony than what I did on that tower over there. That's okay. you know, you've got freedom to do whatever you want on this, and we're just going to go with a little bit smaller balcony. And so now you can basically see what we're trying to shoot for here. This center part is going to be where your tower floor space is. Around that we've got the floor plan that is going to dictate where we put the stairs. And then on either side of the tower we've got the areas where we're going to place the balconies. Now, to proceed on this, the best way I've found is to basically add your walls going from the outside in. And it has to do with when you have areas like this to where you have triangle pieces meeting, the triangle foundation pieces meeting. If you don't do it from the outside going in, sometimes this, like for example, if I had, say, a wall section here, notice I cannot place a wall here now. It's just, it won't allow me to do it. I can place one here and I can't place one here. I don't know why the game does this. So your order of construction of your walls will save you a lot of headaches if you start from the outside first, and then if I wanted to build an internal wall like at this spot, now I can do that. So it's just, like I said, another reason why you, just to save yourself a lot of headaches. It took me a while. I just happened to chance upon that. Sometimes you cannot place, see, it won't even let me place it here, but I can go ahead and place this external wall here. So anyway, we're going to continue our construction on the external walls and kind of speed things up for you guys. Okay, and we're back, and we've basically done our first floor external walls. And now I'm going to go ahead and build my staircases to give you an idea of what this tower is going to look like. And here you're going to have snapping issues, and it's very difficult to get this thing to work right. Like, notice right here, I want the stairs to be over this block, this square foundation piece, and notice how much trouble I'm having. The best way I've found to do this is to, when you're trying to get something to snap, look out towards the distance. Get it to where you're looking out towards the distance and you're not looking at some other piece, because it's going to try to snap to several different pieces that is in your field of view. So you want to try to limit your field of view when you're trying to get things like this to snap. And also remember to look up. So notice how this is snapping outside of that piece that I want to snap above it. So I have to back out and then look up. And that gives it's above that piece that I want it to be over. And then I use the mouse scroll wheel to rotate it in the direction I want to go. So I want it to go there. Just little tricks like that. It's really frustrating. They're going to have to work, the developers are going to have to work on this a little bit more in the future, but this is what we got to work with now. I'm just trying to give you some ideas on how to get things to snap right. When you start building a complicated floor plan like that, you're going to have snapping issues, but doing it this way, I've had the least number of snapping issues. So let's go ahead and keep going around the tower. So now we're going to do our little wedge pieces for the walkway, and here we're going to add another stair piece above that. And this is, like I said before, you're going to have snapping issues. Sometimes it's also best to go into first person. Oh, there it is. That's, no. I want it to snap above that piece. Also, another trick you can do is sometimes go underneath the piece that you're wanting to snap to. And it's still not working. Oh, there it goes. Just another little trick. So notice that to get that to snap that time, again, it has to deal with what other pieces are in your field of view. If you're not getting it to snap in the place that you want, you have to limit what other pieces are in your field of view. And one way to do that is to get under the area where you want to place it. That way, because when I'm like underneath this, I wanted it above me. So I'm looking at the sky. There's no other pieces that are in my field of view to snap to, and so that forced it to snap to where I wanted it to go. Just little tips and tricks like that to help you guys from the massive frustration you will have when you try to get the stuff to snap to places that you want it to go to, and it just doesn't seem to want to go. Okay, and also notice here, now I'm not going to be able to get a wedge piece to snap here. Again, it's just another thing, you're just going to have to learn this from experience. Why is it not snapping there? Again, have a repair hammer on you. Look at what the stability of the piece you're trying to snap to. In this case, the stairs, I'm down to 15 stability. I'm not going to be able to put a wedge piece there. So I need to get some support up to where I want to place that wedge piece. And so we're going to just use wall pieces like we did previously. So we'll put a wall piece there. Boom, boom, 2. No real snapping issues. And then I can place my other wedge foundation pieces. And then again, we're going to have problems here. And the one way to get it to snap is to get under it. Boom. There we go. I'm probably low on stability again. Yep, so I'm going to have more support to go up to where that next wedge piece needs to go. So let's go ahead and build some walls. Boom. And we're going to be able to get up there and place another wedge piece right here. Notice, and see, I'm still at 15 stability here, but that's why I put the wall there, because that's where I want the support. It's going to have to support this wedge piece here. So anyway, we're just going to go all the way around the tower, building the skeleton for our staircase. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this thing up to not bore you guys with every little detail. And we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back, and this is basically the skeleton for our spiral external staircase. We're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the exterior. Now, you'll notice here on the balcony, I can't really go above my stairs here. So this is going to be a lower level balcony, and I'll go ahead and fill in the ceiling for this. And just like always before, you're going to put whatever is on your floor plan. Like I have triangle pieces here. I'm going to put triangle wedge pieces above it. I have a square foundation piece here. I'm going to put a square piece above that, etc. So that's what we're going to do. Just follow your floor plan. If you don't know what to place on a ceiling piece, just follow the floor plan underneath it always, and it will avoid any kind of confusion of what goes where. Boom. And let's go ahead and finish out this balcony. And we're going to use fence pieces for railings. You know, it says they're fence pieces, but you don't know. Just got to kind of think outside the box. You know, just because it says it's a fence piece doesn't mean we can't use it for something else. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. And then continue up the rest of the tower with more walls. So we're going to put basically a wall there. And you can mix it up, mix it up. You don't always have to put just solid walls. You can put wall pieces with windows, you know, just mix them up. Solid walls. Oops, that's reversed. Sometimes that's going to happen, so just watch what you're doing. If you want the brick to face outward, you just got to use your mouse scroll wheel. Just watch before it places. Notice I can go up higher on this balcony than the other one because I don't want my balcony to be higher than my stairs. It just wouldn't look right. So I'm just going to maybe raise this balcony piece up to here, which is going to be one wall section below where those stairs are at. And again, I'm just going to use, you know, a mix between solid walls and windowed walls. Just, whatever. Ah, and now notice here, this is the same problem I had before. Now, if I knock that wall out, I'm going to have a problem. I cannot place this wall here. I need it. For some reason, this game will not allow it. And so, I wasn't really thinking ahead, but now it's going to be a problem. So I'm going to have to give some support to that piece up there. So I'm going to fill in this wall section here. Now I should be able to then go in and demolish that wall. Oh, let's go inside. This wall piece here. Stability 100. I should be able to demolish this wall piece. Now that I've added the second set of wall pieces. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if I had not placed these here, knocking that out would have knocked out the stairs as well. But now I should be able to continue the wall piece here. Yep. It's just, I wouldn't call it a bug. Maybe it's a feature, but that's how you get around it. So now we have our balcony piece, wall pieces here. Let's go ahead and head upstairs and fill in the rest of our balcony. And I'm just gonna kind of jump on down to the wall section here and fill it in. And like I said before, you look at what's below us. We've got triangle pieces, so that's what we're going to place here. And below this one is a square, so we're going to switch to the square piece and then back to the triangles. Let's go ahead and fill in our fences for the railing. Like so. And there we go. We've got the balcony in place. Now be careful here. You're going to get some fall damage. They've upped the fall damage now. And notice now you're kind of starting to see this thing fill out more. And we have way more floor space in this tower than we do with a round tower with an internal staircase, because we're making use of the floor space underneath where the stairs are at, and also underneath where the balcony is at. So should be able to. So you could fill this wall in here. You could leave it open or make a little broom in here. I'm just going to go ahead and I should be able to demolish this wall section now. And so yeah, you've got this floor space underneath this balcony now. The other thing to consider is, like, okay, we're going to build a wall here. But notice now you can see out through here. I'm going to go ahead and close this off so you can't see through the stairs. And that would also be if somebody's outside looking in, they're not going to be able to see into your building through the stairs. Now, here's the other little trick. So, how are we going to fill this in? Well, it's actually using roof pieces. If you go into your inventory, if you're wondering where to get these sloped pieces, they're actually under the sloped roof pieces, like this one here, tiled sloped roofs. This is the tier 3 versions. That gives you these slanted pieces. They're typically used on the gable ends of roofs, but you can also use them for these stair pieces, like so. It works just as well for stairs. And so I'm going to go ahead and go around our tower and fill in those pieces there with this roof piece. And that's the last one. So we're going to go ahead and fill in the rest of the tower walls now. And it's going to be easier to start over here on this side. Now, this piece right here, I'm going to go ahead and put in a flat piece right here. And this is going to go ahead and allow entry into the top floor. And so I'm going to go ahead and place a wall here. And then let's go on down here. Place a wall right there on that triangle piece. And I need to place a wall next to those stairs, but notice it won't let me do that. So I need something underneath it to attach to. Like so. And just let's keep going around, filling in our walls. Same thing here. Notice I have underneath that spot right there is a square piece. So again, we're going to put a square piece above it. And that will allow us to fill in the wall. And same thing over here. Need to put a square piece in order to place the wall. And just keep going around. And same thing here. And now we need to place our door. So we're going to put right there. And go ahead and put the wall pieces above it. See, and now we got this snapping issue again. It's trying to snap to the floor. Go ahead and go outside to eliminate those other pieces from our field of view so that we can continue placing more wall pieces. Now we need to fill in that top part. So let's go ahead and go up our stairs to get up to the top. And I'm actually going to put stairs here. And a doorway. Let's go ahead and put a doorway here. And now I'm going to follow my floor plan down below to finish off the roof. So let's go ahead and put one there, because there's a square piece down there, and square piece here. So we're going to put a square piece here. Should be a square piece here, and so on. Like so. And I want to put stairs here leading up to the roof. So I need... probably going to have to go down to the bottom floor to get this to work. Yeah, it's not going to snap. So let's do that. try to get those stair pieces to snap up. It's not gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to fill in more of the roof to get it to snap. So let's go ahead and put in these square pieces. Not square pieces, I'm sorry. Triangle pieces for the roof. And I'm out of range. It's not gonna let me do it. So I'm gonna have to go back up the stairs. This might be a problem. I might have to build some stairs over here to just get up there. Just temporary stairs. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll bust them out later. Okay. There we go. And let's finish off the roof. Oh, nope, I didn't want to do that because I'm going to put... That's where I want my stairs. So I'm going to have to create... Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not going to be able to... Well, I might be able to, yeah. There we go. Let's go ahead and remove these stairs here. And, oh, I didn't fill in... Oh, yeah, I did fill in my balcony. Let's go ahead and add the other railing all around here. And I really wish they would add more building pieces, like kind of a slanted railing to fill that in, but unfortunately that's not in game. But it would look nice if they did do stuff like that. But we don't have it yet. So this is the best we can hope for right now. And I can put them around the top as well. So anyway, that basically finishes out our round tower with an external spiral staircase. And places like this too, also you want to probably fill that in like there. And well, I really want the brick facing outward, yeah, like so. And I think, yeah, we have one piece here to finish out, and I believe, yeah, right there as well. And that's it. And look at how much floor space you have in here. You could also bring the walls down further if you wanted to. Oh, here's another piece. And you could decorate this any way you want. And let's remove this. So yeah. And you can use any other type of style of roof. You could do the witch's hat roof, or you could keep it flat and do that kind of bell house that I did in the center. And I'm going to do some videos on that in the future, different styles of roofs. But anyway, so yeah, this looks, I don't know, I like it. Let's go ahead and put in some more stairs here. Actually, I think what I'm going to do right here is give us a little balcony. So let's go ahead and, oops. Can we, yeah, let's do something like that. It's a nice little balcony. Give it some stair. Well, we don't need stairs. We can actually step up there. Yeah, and you could even do something like what I did on that other tower. Something like a little doorway here. More stairs. Or more railing. Not stairs, railing. To kind of close out your balcony area there. You could even put a door there. But yeah, let's go ahead and go into ghost mode to get an external view of this. That's basically it. I can go ahead and put railing up here on the top as well. Let's go ahead and put in our railing. Go back into ghost mode to fly and get a aerial view of this. And like I said, you don't have to keep it flat like that. You could do some other type of design, but I'm just going to leave this one flat. But yeah, you can also put in tapestries on the outside to give it, more of a different look. Put torches on the exterior, etc., etc. All kinds of different decorations that you can put in there now, and hopefully they'll add even more in the future. But anyway, so this is how you go about making a round tower with an external staircase. And you can even make these larger, do multiple, and with this staircase you're only going around the tower once. I'm also working on another design to where you can have multiple turns around the tower, and it's going to give it even a larger look, and now I can do something like that in a future video. But anyway, if you guys found this video entertaining and useful, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later for the next tutorial set.